we're gonna be pumping the air into the tire. This is the compressor. Compressor has a indicator here, and it's plugged to the wall. So again, before I start, because it's gonna be a lot of noise, this is the compressor. They come in many different sizes. You can get this from any auto store, or you can go to gas station. Some gas stations, they have the compressors. So it's gonna show me the pressure in PSI. PSI means pounds per inch. And then usually on the tire there is the indication how many PSIs this tire should get, but it's of course in the very small letters, the smallest ones. Tires are usually dirty. How do we know how much of the pressure we need? Well, there are several ways. One of them is to go on the internet and check it out, and the other one is just to measure. And then the third one is to go to your door, the front door by the driver, and then you read this, and it says 55 PSIs cold, meaning that if you come back from the road, that's no good. You have to wait until the air in the tires cools down, because the hot air is at higher pressure. So the front supposed to be 55 PSIs cold, and the rear supposed to be at 80 PSI cold. Okay. The tires have different markings on it too. We're gonna talk about that too. It's very hard to see probably with this camera, but I want to take the picture and show it to you. It shows how thick is the tire, what's the percentage. I'll tell you all about that. Right, but let's measure and pump the tire first. This is also the gauge. You can see, if you don't have the gauge on the compressor like this one, you can open this up, the cap from the tire, and then you can put it in and see, and it shows 25 PSIs. 25. That's not acceptable. It's supposed to be 55. All right, so now I'm gonna turn this on and be very okay. It shows almost 40. Let's see if this other meter is anything like that. This shows almost 42. Okay, so we're going to 55. So I cannot speak while this thing is working. So let's continue. Let's continue with that. Okay, now it's 40 even, right? So let's see if this thing shows the same 40, even 40. Yeah, you see it's showing almost the same thing. They have electronic ones. This is obsolete probably, and it's very loud. Let's continue to all the way to 50. You can also let the compressor go to the value that you want and then connect it to the tire. So let's do that. Now the compressor, the pressure inside the compressor tank is almost 60, so let's hook it up to, we're going for 50. So let's hook it up to the tire. That's enough. See, so we got 50. We got 50, and we're gonna put the cup back if I can find it. No, it's here. Okay, so we're gonna put the cup back, which is probably not necessary, but it's always nice. So we have 50 psi's in the front tire. This is only one tire out of 4. Imagine that. So I'm gonna repark the car, the van, and to get the back tire closer to the compressor, and we're gonna go for 80. Now let's do the same thing from the distance. I'm gonna unscrew the cup. I don't need to measure with this because I have the gauge on that, but usually you measure, and this shows 45. Alright, so I was going for 80, so that's gonna be a long time. Okay, so we going for 80 for the rear axle tire, and this tire has already been pumped to 80. Right, so that's the van. It's the heavy-duty cargo 350 van. And now let me show you the other car. Let me repark this one and I'll show you the other car. Lincoln TOWNCAR. I went on the internet and I think it says 30 and 35 in both tires, but we're gonna check it on the label, on this label here. There's the label here. You see, so let's do that too. See what does it say? Does it say anything? Front, rear, but it doesn't say anything about the PSI, of course. Safety bumper, front. Only says about the weight. And the date is May 19 PSI, of course not. So, let's look at the tire this time. Maybe the tire says something. Maybe the tire says something about that. The tire should have the indication somewhere, but of course, nothing like that. Okay. Maximum load, but it doesn't say how many PSI in the tire. This is the most important message for people like me, and of course it's missing from the tire itself. What's new? There's nothing. Oh yeah, it's called PSCS. It's here. Maximum load at 300. 44 PSI cold. 44 PSI cold. Okay, so we're supposed to go for 44. The internet says 30. Maximum load at 44 PSI cold. Alright, so that's it. That's what this says. Let me take a picture of it so I can show it to you. Camera will not see it anyway. But this is Lincoln, right? This is Lincoln TOWNCAR, my dream car. I was driving this car when I first came to America 30 years ago. I was driving it for the car service in Brooklyn, Greenpoint. I was driving people mostly from Williamsburg to Manhattan or to JFK International Airport via the Bell Parkway. It was a good job, and this was my dream car. So let's see what it is now. What does it? It says it's 32. All right. So that means that we have to pump it up. Let's pump it up to 40. They say 44 cold, right? So I'm gonna. The same keys for the van and for the Lincoln, so I never know which one is which. That's why the delay before I start, because I keep trying those keys. All right, let's hook this up to the back tire. Let's see if I can do that. The same thing. Measure, unscrew the cup. Measure, supposed to be 44, right? Yeah, it says it's below 40. Okay, so let's show you the measurement. Yeah, it shows, you see, below 40. Below 40 is supposed to be 44. So that's what we're gonna go for. I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, we have over 44. Let's put the cup back on this. I guess birds don't like the noise either. My left hand. Shit, it's not very happy. But okay, so we have the second tire pumped up. Now let me reposition the car. This is the car I use actually, so I better do this on all wheels. I'm gonna turn the car around and come back here on the closer. Okay, this will be a little closer. So let's do the same thing. We're going for 44. So what we're gonna do, unscrew the cup, put it somewhere close. Let's see what it is. It shows 35. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on. Okay, we have 40 something. I won't put the cup back. I won't be checking it. Alright, let me repark the car. Took the camera from the tripod again and again and again. Okay, maybe this would be okay. We can see this. I just unscrew the cup, but you can see this writing better in the sun now. It says 44 psi cold. Okay, so that's sometimes you can get this information from the tire. With my left hand, I do this again. Let's do it with the right hand. I guess that doesn't make sense. What does it say? What does it say? It says 35, 32. Alright, so I'm going to turn this on. It's about 40, 44 or something like this. Let's put the cup back. Yeah, it's here. If I can find it. Put it back. So if you have the recommended corrected tire pressure in all 4 tires, that probably helps with your gas consumption, supposedly. Okay, so this car is done. We did all 4 tires. I'm gonna repark this car, and maybe bring the bike. Okay, let's park this car for now here, because I'm gonna be blowing the leaves there. already put away for the winter in the shed, but I'll try to get it out. Yeah. Let me do that. It's not that easy because there is a power washing machine here. Okay, so let me drag power washing machine out, and then the bike out, and then maybe then the bike will come out. The bike tire pressure, and do the same thing for bike. See, this compressor is good for everything. Just have to for mountain biking. That's what we do. It's different than for street biking, road biking. So let's see if there is any recommendation here. Let's see if this says anything about the pressure, about the PSIs. What do we need? PSI. Maximum load, but it's kilopascals, so that's not what we're looking for. This is the size of the tire, 29, I think it's millimeters, 29, or maybe this is something else for the bike. Usually the tires are standard. Maximum load, 100 kilos. Oh, I alone were weight there that much. Pressure 350 kilopascals. Now it doesn't say anything about anything. So let's just experiment, you know. One time somebody I was with tried to show me how to do it, and she overdid it, and the tire blew up. So she had to get the new tire. Let's see. Well, maybe first measure. This is the cup. It's right here. And let's measure first. So what does it show? It shows 29. Okay, so maybe let's do 29. Okay, let me take the camera off the tripod and do it from the cloth. See, this is your tire, and I think this is the size, but it doesn't show anything. It says maximum load 100 kilos at pressure 350 kilopascals. So that's probably something that I should know how to convert it into PSIs. All right, we have a valve here, and I just took the cap off, and this thing shows 30, less than 30, 29. So let's go to 30. All right, with this. I think it shows 40 already, so it cannot be that, but those meters don't show the same thing. Right now it shows too much. It shows 45. Oh shit. So there's a way of relieving the pressure. You have to press this little thing inside, you see, and the air goes out. Right, so let's measure. It's supposed to be 30. Let's measure it again. It shows 30 something, 8. All right, don't do any more because it's enough, I guess. Okay, put the cup back and let's check the front wheel. Let's see. Maybe the front wheel has some kind of signage on it. It doesn't look like it. The same thing. All right, so bring the valve closer. Closer. Take the cap off. Oh, it was showing. Take the cap off. Don't lose the cap, like I always do. And measure it with this. It shows 20 something, right? So how about we go for 30? It's happening much faster with the bike tire, obviously, than with the car tire. Oh shit, it's already almost 40. Okay, so maybe we should relieve the little bit pressure because it's gonna blow. Nobody wants that. We'll have to buy the new. Okay, and let's check it out again. This little gauge, which is not very happy. It's 32. Okay, so that's good. So let's leave it this way. It's good. Doesn't need much maintenance. Obviously, those tires are much better than in the bike, much better than the tires in the car. All right, put the cap back and put the bike back where it belongs, in the shed for the winter. So let's bring the bike back. Films. I did the New York City Marathon with my daughter, and I hope I could do it one day with Michael. Maybe then I will be on the electric bike. Yeah, one day I have to clean up all those storage areas because they are so clogged up that I don't even know how to get there inside. Well, maybe one day. One day. Let's put the power washing machine back. If you want to see the power washing films, go to the link. Very good. Very good. Okay, there's one more thing I would like to show you as far as air pressure. I know you might think it's not important, but it's important to me. I call it water truck. Water truck. You know, the flat tires make it almost impossible to move, and if they are fine, then it's very easy to drive it around. And since I have a garden on the front, on the side, so let's see if we can do that. Let go. vehicles. And then you'll have to be very careful because obviously this one is flat. Okay, you saw how fast it rises up. I'm afraid to do it anymore. It's gonna blow. But let's do this one. That one has a cap even. Okay. And let's do the same thing very gently, because the tire is cracked. Very good. You see, it raised up. Now it's gonna be very easy to drive. Let's do the other side. Okay, I turn around and let's do the other side. This thing, it's already a big help. You can see how easy it is how much easier it is to drive. Okay, listen, I'm gonna show you how to do this one. And it's very little that needs to be added, so you have to be very careful. Maybe even without the compressor already has 40 psi inside the tank, so maybe we don't need even turn it on. See, it's gonna just equalize the pressure from the tank. That's how the compressor works. There's a pump that pumps the air inside the tank, and then from this tank the air goes to be equalized with the tire pressure. So maybe it's enough. I don't want to screw it up. Okay, you see I didn't even turn the compressor on this time. Now let's reposition this thing a little bit. So this is on the bottom. Okay, and do the same thing. Uh-oh, I didn't put the cup there. Let's put the cup here. Yeah, the cup doesn't do anything anyway because tires are so cracked that they probably let the air out by themselves. Okay, but let's do the same thing. No, I don't even turn the compressor on. I'm gonna just see what's doing, equalizing the pressure from the tank in the compressor without extra power. Okay, so that's it. That's good. Let's put the cup back. All right, so here's my water tank, and it's beautiful. Water tank is beautiful. Yeah, I know that you're making fun of me, but I am a gardener, and water tank is helping me a lot. Let's bring the water tank back. See how easy this is now. It's gonna go right. Not like I had to pull it before because it didn't have the tires. So now it's a pleasure actually to drive this water tank back to the very well. Okay, very good. We got that water trailer, whatever that is. All right. Okay, and look, this is the air compressor that we used. It's obviously electric, so you have to do it home. Just check it out from time to time. I know it's easy to say, You can also buy the compressor, battery powered, and have it in your car just in case. Because many times when the tire is flat, you can still pump it up and go back home. You know, so you don't have to buy the new tire or stay there or tow the truck. All right, so the compressor, this compressor goes to 100 psi. PSI means pounds per square inch. I'll show you that on diagram. And it has the indicator, the display, whatever. Maybe it's not very accurate. They agree more or less, but it's like to the several of the PSIs. So first check this with your pressure tire, and then use this home. I'll show you the other compressor they have for my guns, for my nailing guns. They are here in the garage. Okay, so let's see it. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. That's my other thing. I wanna clean this garage one day and then show it to you how I use it, because I use the bender. It used to be a nice place. I could find everything. Now I have too much stuff. Unfortunately, instead of throwing things out, I keep them. And I don't complain, but since I have grandchildren, I have so many toys. And so let me show you the real compressor. The one that you saw is just the toy. All right. Let's see it here. Okay. Let's put it outside maybe, because you don't really see much. So the real compressor looks very impressive. That's the compressor for nailing guns. You have two different pressures, because you can also use, I'm sorry, this is the regular pressure and goes to up to 200 psi, and this one is for special applications, like perhaps using the gun to shoot the nails into the cinder blocks, you know, like installing the hardy plank siding on the cinder blocks. So this one goes to 800 psis. This is for special applications, but I still have those guns too, because we did some jobs for state of New Jersey actually. So you hook up the hose here. Let me show you the hose, and let me show you the guns. You see, this is the special hose for the applications up to 800 psis. So you hook it up to the compressor, and then you hook it up to the gun on the other side. And this is the regular hose. Come on. Regular hose looks like this. You hook it up to the compressor, and then you hook it up to the gun. And guns are there. The guns are pneumatic guns, are for shooting the nails with the air. This is the carpentry gun, for instance. And then the rest of the guns are in the boxes, but let's take just one, for instance. I'll show you just one. Just one gun. Air compressor we're talking about, and this is one of the guns. I have the guns for carpentry, for trim, this is probably the trim. Right, so this is 16 gauge, 2.5 inch nails come here into this magazine. So this is, and then you hook up the hose, and then you hook up the hose here. This is a low pressure, regular pressure up to 200 pounds psi's, and this is just the gun for trim. But I have a guns for siding, I mean for roofing, and for kurwa, nie wiem jak to włożyć na z powrotem. Okay, you should wear the glasses, the goggles as you do that. So that's something for later. I would also like to show you later on, I mean some other time, this machine. This is the brake, the bender. I have one permanently installed in the garage, and I have one outside that I take to the job site. I made a lot of money just bending the shapes for fascia, aluminum shapes. So this would be, you see, like for instance this aluminum fascia, all this white stuff around the house, the top of the fence, the casing of the poles, and the house, all the shapes around the windows, all the white stuff is actually bent from on this machine. This is called bender. This one is Topco, I think 10.5, so it's 126 inches, I believe. So I love this machine. I work on it so much that I install the lights, see, because I work at night and inside the garage there's no light, so no good light, I mean, so that helps me. One day I will show you how to do it, because actually I have to fix something on my the fascia is missing from the porch. Right, so let's bring everything back. Let's bring everything back to the garage where it belongs. I use it often so it's close to the exit. So this one is just for, let's bring this one. This is beautiful. This is very beautiful. Yes. And the double. So maybe the measuring valve I put here with the battery charger, because this is the most important thing here. All right. Now let's put it back on the shelf. Again, one day I will clean up this garage. It's gonna be much easier to work here. That's my problem, unfortunately. Okay, maybe you remember, but this lamp is the only thing that's left from my house from Heightstown. It was the lamp over the pool table. Okay, let's put this one back. This compressor is beautiful because it's quiet. I didn't turn it on for you, but this compressor is so good because it's quiet, and as you work the whole day, you know, you don't want to be deaf. This is carpentry gun, pneumatic gun shooting the big nails. You see the magazine, how long the nails and how big the nails are. And this one is a roofing gun. So I have several of those for different applications. This is famous Ryobi station, famous because by now I charge all the batteries here. Those are the big batteries. They go for blower and for the trimmer, and there are smaller ones for radio, for screwdriver, things like this. So you see, this shows that it's charging after every time I go back home. Every night I place the batteries on the station, and they're gonna be charged overnight, one by one. Let me show you some tools I had in my van. This is the drill or the driver. You can put the bit inside, or you can put the drill bit and drill the hole. And this is we're gonna put the battery. This is the Ryobi screwdriver, so we're gonna use those screws and fix the fans. There are different bits, you know, for different screws. Depends on the head, what kind of head you have. So, for instance, you know, you have all those different heads. You know, you can have a head like this, or you can have a flat head, or you can have a head that fits with those screws. You have to check it out. This one fits, so it's gonna drive well. So let me install this one instead of this one, right? Take this one out. Okay, I put it here, for instance. Put it here and put this one in. And we're gonna go fix the fence, because fence is falling apart in several places. So this is easy. And also I have a saw. It's also battery powered. That's so that I use with the light, actually, so you can work as long as you want. So again, for small applications I use Ryobi, but I also use DeWalt. Probably DeWalt is the best. And I have so many of them because sometimes it's easier to change the whole device than to find the bit that I need. So I put like 2 different bits, and shit, this one is missing here, of course. How about this? This one is dedicated. So this one is dedicated, so let's take this one out. I use saw a lot. Let's put this one here and take this. You see, this one comes with the screws actually in the back. So this one fits better. As far as we're gonna go to the fans. Yeah. So let's take several screws and just go there to fast fix the fans. Maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just do it fast. Again, too many things, and when time comes I can't find those things. That's no good, because that actually adds to your time, work time. You know, so everything's supposed to be nice and neat arranged. I will do it sometime. Okay, let's get this. Let's get the battery. One of the battery for Ryobi. It works. This is here. Okay. So I take that. And let's go to fix the fence. Nothing special. You see, this is just a drill with the bit that fits the screw. Those are the deck screws actually, but they are very good. They don't rust. That's what I used. Different sizes. I took the long screws because something is growing between the boards in the fence, and it's screwing it up. You know, look at that. This is my fence that I did so many years ago. Actually, you helped me. You see, and then there are some spaces in the fence. You see the spaces. That's because that I guess weed grows and pushes the. So let's fix that first. Yeah, that sucks. You see, this thing is growing here. I just have to cut this. That's why the screw is supposed to be so long, because they have to reach. Yeah, you see? And now they are all the way out of the reach of the board, because this thing came here. This thing, I have to do something about that. This one is also, see, so this will be next. So look at the power of nature. You know, this one too is. Yeah, this one is already losing it. I think I took not enough screws. You know, you just have to cut this tree. There's no other way. See, this one is completely out. Enough screws, I guess. This one. Yep. This one too. All fucked up by those. How about this one? This one is also falling apart. You see this one? And this one is completely falling apart. Yeah. This thing is fucking squeezing through the opening, you know. And that's an invitation for the animals. So those words. I have to do the fence on the other side. I have to reinforce it against this one. Co za kurestwo normalne, no. Yeah. Look at this one. This one is too. Shit, no. To jest też podnięte. Jeszcze jedno. One more. You just have to cut it out from inside. And this one is too, right? Okay. And maybe let's go and what's it? You see, this is bad. Look how this fucking weed is destroying my fence. Yeah, I have to do something about that. How about here? See? This is all broken up completely. How about that? And look at those openings. You see this thing is fucking squeezing through the between the. So that's why the fence should be solid, but they don't allow it. I'm gonna cut it here. Look at this big thing growing through, and this is already pushing that. I have to cut all this shit from and my fence. You see, this one has a back side of the fence, but otherwise would be falling apart too. So this one was made from 2x4s, so that's why it's still solid. But this thing is fucking growing on it. There's no stopping it. All right, should be blown anyway. And look at my neighbors. Somebody is coming here and empty their car every night. It's another thing I cannot do anything about. See, this neighborhood went down the drain, unfortunately. That's what happened. Whatever. I was once illegal too, but I was always working and making money, paying taxes, trying to get something, cleaning, gardening. So what happened to this, to the people coming from wherever they coming from? I don't want to be politically incorrect and name those beautiful countries, but all right, too much talking. This is it now. Just do the 10 cans of garbage, and that's it. It should be good enough for today. All right. Thank you for the house they have. Thank you for the grounds. Thank you for the time that I can tend to it and clean it up. I really appreciate that. It's a nice house. Thank you to the Blow House. Mihaj, this was for you. This presentation was for you. I love you forever.